Now this week on Two Wheels, we're delving into the murky world of stunts, as you may have guessed already. Now when I say stunts, we're not talking about those Evel Knievel daredevil leaps of faith across hordes of buses, and nor are we talking about the kind of stuff you see in the movies. No, what we're talking about here is your everyday staples, those little riding tricks that can add so much more to your two-wheeled skill and enjoyment.
Some folk will tell you that these things are neither big nor clever, but I can tell you now, they're all wrong. Anyone who can pull stand-up wheelies through the gearbox is not only firing on all cylinders upstairs, but is also most likely a very proficient rider. Nope, sour grapes about pulling stunts on a motorcycle only tend to come from people who can't do it. Bikes, and especially sports bikes, are over the top, exciting, and ever so slightly dangerous, which is why we like them. And it's no different with stunts.
But let's get one thing straight before we go any further. Learning to do any of these things is a potentially hazardous activity. So the best way to go about it is to start small and build up gradually. You'll want some proper protective gear on as well. Try doing any of this lot in flip-flops and swimming trunks, and the only place you're likely to be going fast is casualty. You'll need to pick your location carefully too. Put simply, the public highway is not the place for any of this lot. Fair enough, the occasional spot a knee down on a deserted roundabout, that's one thing. But if you're going to start pulling wheelies through the middle of town and stoppies up to the traffic lights, you're not only putting other people in danger, but you might well lose your licence as well.
Right then, sermon over. Now we can get on with the serious business of being silly on a motorcycle. And I can tell you there is no better feeling than letting your hair down and doing all of the things on a bike you've always been told not to. And for those of you still struggling to justify such seemingly juvenile behaviour despite deep down knowing you've always wanted to give it a go, then bear in mind that learning these little tricks will help your riding skills no end and improve your safety on the road.
Don't believe me? Well, knee down teaches you how far over you can lean your bike, while wheelies require the very finest in throttle control. And as for stoppies, well, they will help your emergency stops no end. But we're going to have to leave it there for the time being, because now it's over to Fran, who's got something completely different.